Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Welcome. Welcome back. Welcome, first timers, to yoga. So let's come down nice and slowly onto our sit bones, okay? We're going to go nice and slow. We're going to be really mindful about how we do this. It's interesting when we come down. Do you ever notice that you put one hand down that's dominant or bring one knee down that's dominant? Be aware of that. It's something that's interesting because you might be hurting a specific hand. I found that out recently. That's why I'm sharing it with you. It's just kind of nice to know these habits that just go, they're just habits and you don't think about them. Anyway, come to a seated position, become nice and comfortable. Take a nice big inhale and exhale out of your mouth. And exhale out. You can open your tongue up like I just did, which is called lion's breath. Inhale in. And exhale out all the tension. All right. So let's start with just folding forward. See how our lower back is doing. So reach your arms up and then bring your hands down to the floor and notice if you're starting to round, okay? If you are, don't bring your hands down all the way down. Maybe come up on your fingertips, maybe bring it to your knees, okay? And when you get down there, without rounding, just kind of feel like that, right where you start to feel that little bottom of your lower back there start to stretch. And take a nice big inhale and maybe exhale, come down a little bit more. Those exhales are so good at releasing and getting deeper. And then come on up. And then maybe cross your legs. Habit we do, right? We have a dominant leg in front. Uncross and cross the other way. And let's get our neck. So now that I kind of wanted to start down there instead of from top up, kind of from the bottom of the vertebrae up, just so we're communicating to that vertebrae. So drop your chin down to your chest and feel that nice stretch along the back of your neck, and then drop your ear over to whatever side. Okay, this is my right, might be looking like your left, and then you'll feel on the opposite side a nice stretch, and then draw your nose down towards that same side knee. It's kind of a visual cue. You don't literally have to do it. And then bring your chest, your chin all the way back down to your chest and just roll over to the other side. So again, your nose is facing the same side that you're on. And then bring your nose forward to me and then bring your head back up. All right, let's get rid of more tension. Let's get those shoulders. So bring your shoulders up and then back and down and around. And maybe get your breath into it. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Yep. Really rounding it all the way around. And then go around in the other direction. You know, we do these movements, these warm-ups, these stretches over and over again to help keep us nice and limber and not in pain, right? And then come on back down. Okay. So let's reach our arms all the way up, fingertips to the sky. And then bring one arm down. This is my right arm, arch over. Notice how that side's doing. Okay, we're getting into the side here. And then come on back up. We're just going to go over to the other side. Terry's helping me today. My little hairball. And then come on back up and go over to the other side. And then one more time, come on back up and over to the other side. And then come on up. Okay, take this arm, okay, bring it to the opposite knee and do a nice twist. And then relax the shoulders down. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. And then bringing the arms back up. Take the other arm, bring it to the opposite knee. And bring it around, twisting around. And then let's come forward. And let's just warm up our wrist a little bit. We're going to be on our wrist a little bit, just FYI. So if you're having some issues with wrist, you can always come down on your elbow and whatnot for some of these. So just roll your wrist out one way and then roll them out the other way. Maybe stretch. So you take your fingertip down to the floor and stretch those forearms for a minute. And then do the other side. Relaxing your shoulders down because you can get a tendency to hunch up when you do these things. And then let's come over to tabletop. Okay, so your wrists have got some little bit of blood flow going in them now. Let's do a nice cat-cow. So round your back up like an angry cat and drop your belly down. So you're gazing forward. Inhale, bring that heart up to the sky. Exhale down. And by the way, I'm going to give you an option here of just doing this slow warm up. You can maybe get really into it a bit more. So inhale, let's come down to a cow. And the next time you come into a cat, maybe lean back a little further. And then when you come into a cow, you come forward. It's kind of like you're doing a circle around. So inhale a cat, and then exhale, just really getting that trunk going. Inhale round like a cat. Exhale down, just feeling all kinds of things. One more time. Inhale round like a cat. And exhale all the way back down. Okay, so bring the left foot back. Bring the ball of the foot to the floor. Press that heel back. Feel that excellent stretch in the calf. Bring that left leg forward, maybe the right arm forward, doing an opposite. Bird dog, holding yourself up. Bringing that area below your belly button up and in. And then come on back down, nice and gingerly. Bring the right foot back, bring the right ball of the foot down, stretch that back of the ankle and the calf. Okay, we're talking to it. Okay, you can bring the right leg up, left arm forward. You can use your cat to hold on to. I'm kidding. Hold forward. Keep holding it. Make sure you're not dropping down on that right shoulder. And then come on back down. Okay, we're going to do something a little different here. So bring the left foot back. And Terry, get out of the way. Bring the left foot down like you're doing a kind of a warrior two stance, okay, and to a 45-degree angle. And then bring the left arm up to the sky, okay? You can totally stay here. And again, if you're having issues with your wrist, you know, come down, come up on a block, do whatever works for you, okay? So you can stay here, or you can bring that arm up over your ear, okay? So you don't want to collapse in, and breathe into it, that whole side. If you want to go a little bit more, you can bring, and by the way, bring that right foot back a little bit. You can use it as a kickstand, however you want to use it as balance. Or you can bend that left leg, grab your foot, and doing a nice big quadricep opening. This is all optional. You can come down on your right side if you want to do this. Whatever works for you today. Because we're going to work up to doing dancer, by the way. And then come on back out. Slowly come back down. and pause. Okay, we're going to do it the other side. I'm sorry you're going to see my back, but I'm going to demonstrate what I'm doing. So leg is on a 45-degree angle. Maybe move that left hand down, maybe taking that left foot out a little bit, and then bringing the right arm up. You can bring the right arm up and over, making sure you're not collapsing down. You can bring the leg up. You can hold it there if you want, or bend the right leg, grab around with the right. You're pressing the foot into the hand, by the way. Doing a nice big opening. All right, breathing and getting a shoulder opening too. And then come on back up, all the way back down. Tabletop, and then just sit back in a child's pose. Stretch everything out, hands forward. Taking a nice big inhale and exhale. Okay, come on back up to tabletop. We're going to get into the hips now, okay? So we're going to bring the left hip out, okay, and then just kind of draw a circle with that left hip. And you don't have to do it really big. It's just kind of warming up, telling the glute and that whole left hip area, hey, we're going to be doing some fun stuff today. And then go in the other direction. Might hear some snap, crackle, pops, right? And then come on back down. That's kind of a workout on its own, isn't it? Okay, circle the knee on the other. It doesn't matter which way you go. And then while you're doing this, okay, you're focusing on the hip, feeling it all going, making sure you're not collapsing down on your arms. You want to keep those strong too. And then rotate it around in the other direction. Yep, they're going to crack. Yep. And then come on back down and let's just sit back in a child's pose. We're not done. Totally not done. That's why I'm giving you little breaks with your wrist and whatnot. Okay, come on back up to tabletop. And now we're going to bring the left leg out and then bend the knee into the nose, getting the core going. So inhale and then exhale. Inhale out. Exhale in. Nice and slow, mindful. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, and one more time, hold it in. So hold that all in, and don't forget to hold that belly button up and in, okay? Really engaging it. And then come on back down. Find a nice, perfect, balanced stance, okay? Leg out, knee comes in. I should say knee to chin or something, or knee to, it's not quite going to your face, okay? But I know you know the idea. Watch that you're not collapsing on that opposite shoulder, okay? Okay, one more time, bring it out. And then bring the knee in, hold it there. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And then come on back down to tabletop. All right, let's come into our downward facing dog. Curl your toes under. Lift the sit bones up. Knees are bent. Because we're just starting out. And take a nice big inhale and exhale. Just gently low, like bringing your heels down a little bit more. I hate to give that cue, but I think you know what I'm trying to get at is that you feel a little bit more of a stretch on the back of your calves while you're lifting your sit bones up. Okay. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. Okay, walk your feet behind your hands. Nice forward fold, so feet are about hip width distance apart. And you're just hanging out there. Your knees are definitely bent. Okay, just at the beginning, maybe grab your elbows, kind of sway side to side. Getting that upper body a little bit more of a stretch. Bring your hands to the top of your knees, your thighs. Inhale halfway up, so flat back. We're not rounding here, okay? Nice flat back. Exhale down. Bend your knees, and again, coming into a nice flat back, and then standing all the way up. So you're using your feet, your legs to come all the way up. Hands down into prayer and pause. Okay. I'm stepping back a little bit. This is a smaller space than what I had, but we're going to warm up our arms, our shoulders a little bit more. So bring your arms up, back, and around, and do it nice and slow. We definitely got into the shoulders a little bit, but now we're going to really get into that shoulder socket in there. Nice and slow, opening everything up when you come around. And then let's go in the other direction, keeping your knees slightly bent all the way around. All the way around. Really, really, really nice. Woo! Feeling that. Okay. All right. Come on back up to the front of your mat. Okay. Inhale. Your arms all the way up. Bend your knees slightly, and you're going to fly forward. So it's kind of like you're doing. Did you ever see somebody do what is it called? One of those dive. They're a professional diver. They come up and out. Their chest comes up and out. Okay. And they have this nice flat back before they come down. I forget the name of the dive. Okay. And then inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Let's bring the left leg back, left knee down. Make sure that right knee is over the right ankle. You can do whatever you want with that back foot. I like to kind of have it curled under. And then reach your arms up. Really reach up. Really, really, really reach up. And maybe take, this is an interesting one, take this right hand, grab the left wrist, and kind of move it back towards the right back edge of your mat. Getting a nice little side opener. Breathing in, keeping nice and balanced on that front foot and back leg. It's kind of a side back stretch. And then come on back up, reach the arms up, exhale your hands down, come on into tabletop, walk your hands a little forward, lower yourself all the way down. Okay, hands are down by your chest. And by the way, I have given the cue where your elbows are down by your side, but actually your elbows are kind of out on a 45-degree angle if you're keeping your hands on the floor. And then push yourself up into a little baby cobra. Exhale down. Come on back to that plank push-up. And then come on into downward facing dog. Taking a nice big inhale. And exhale. Okay, do you remember which foot you started with when you walked your feet behind your hands? See if you can bring the opposite foot. Okay, forward. Forward fold. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Bend your knees and then stand all the way up. Reach up, reach up, reach up, reach up. Hands in prayer. Come all the way down. And pause. Feel the nice grounding of your feet into the mat. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Inhale halfway up. Exhale down. Okay, right foot comes back, right knee to the ground. However you want to get down there, okay? Whatever's safe for you to get down to the floor. Knee over ankle, come on up. Okay, find your balance. Reach your arms up, okay? So this time the left arm grabs the right wrist and then you arch over towards, now you don't have to do this part, by the way, towards the back left side of the mat. Feeling another excellent stretch for that psoas, I believe. Keep breathing into it. Come on back up. Reach your arms up to the sky. Hands down by your front foot. Step the left foot back into tabletop. Curl your toes under. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Nice big inhale. Exhale. Okay. Opposite foot walks forward to the back of your hands, right? You remembered which one this time, right? Okay, forward fold. Okay, we're going to come up into chair. So bend your knees so much so that your rib cage is on your thighs. And then slowly come on up to a chair. And it's whatever chair works for you. Okay. Some of you may be only doing a little bit of a bend today. That's where you're at. Some of you may be coming a little bit deeper. That's okay. So you're kind of back a little bit on your heels. You don't want your knees way forward over your toes. You want to be back a little bit on your heels, working those quads. And then stand all the way up. And then exhale your hands all the way down. Chair is so good. Chair's so good, right? Okay. Inhale your arms up. Come into chair. Sit down. Fold your hands down to the floor. Okay. Bring that left foot back into a warrior two stance. So 45-degree angle, checking the front heel is kind of in line with the back arch. Bending the front knee, making sure it's kind of going over that front of your foot. You don't want it in. You can get as deep as you want on this one. And hold yourself back. So roll your shoulders up, back, and down, being nice and strong, pushing your feet into the ground, right? So reverse the warrior, back hand to back leg, open up your chest, your side, I should say, your side, your right side. Come on forward, and then lengthen the front knee, and then we're coming into triangle. So right hand comes down towards the right leg, okay? Whatever you do, you're not collapsing down like this. That left arm is up. If you want to kind of practice a little bit more, you can take that left hand and then bring it behind your back. That'll help you keep your shoulder open. And it really doesn't matter how low. Some people can come all the way down. Some people like to have blocks. I like to say and do for myself, right where I feel it, right where it's like, yep, that's all I want to go. Don't want to hyperextend that front knee either. Feeling an excellent stretch. Okay, so let's come back up into warrior two. So bend that right foot. Come on back up. Let's reverse the warrior again. So reaching that right arm back. All right, let's do side angle. So come back to warrior two. Right arm comes down to the right knee. Left arm comes up. And then bring it over your head. All right. Really reaching up, just like we did earlier with that when we were down on the ground, that kind of thing. And make sure you're not really leaning onto that leg, but using the core to hold you up. And then come on back up. Pause in warrior two. Windmill your hands down towards the front foot, swivel the back foot, drop the left knee down, come into that knee plank or table plank or whatever you want to call it. Lower yourself all the way down. Okay, take your arms forward, thumbs up to the sky like you're karate chopping. We're going to swim a little bit in between sides. So right arm up, left leg up. Bring it down. Left arm, right leg. Bring it down. Right arm, left leg. Bring it down. I'm getting your back all ready for dancer. Left arm, right leg up and down. Right arm, left leg and down. One more time on this side and down. Bring your hands down by your chest. Come on up into that plank tabletop. Curl your toes under and come into that dog. Nice big inhale and exhale. I'm getting a little bit more warm. Okay, you remember which foot you used to walk forward? Use the opposite one. I never remember, so I have to be honest. Forward fold. Okay, inhale, halfway up. Exhale, bend your knees. Come on up into chair. Sit back down. Sitting down. Feeling like you're squeezing something on the inside of your legs, right? And then come on all the way up. And then exhale your hands all the way down. Okay, other side. Inhale your arms all the way up. Exhale, fly down. Okay, come on up in the chair again. We got to do another chair. Sitting back in chair for just a moment. And then bring your hands back down. Now the right foot goes back, right foot into a 45-degree angle, coming up into warrior two on this side. Okay, I apologize, but I want to not, for those that kind of get messed up if I switch sides on them, I'm going to stay even, okay? So bending that left knee, making sure it's going right over the front of the foot, okay? Bring the right hand down to the back of the leg. Reverse the warrior. Feel that stretch. You can even take that right hand behind you. Come on back up to warrior two. Lengthen the front leg. And then just let the left hand come down again. Right arm comes up to the sky. Again, you can bring that right hand behind you to kind of keep that right shoulder up. And go where it feels right, okay? You don't have to get all the way down. It's wherever that it feels right in your whole body, from your feet all the way up to the blood in your head, okay? Into triangle. Okay, then bend the left knee. Come on back up to warrior two. Reverse the warrior, so right hand goes to right thigh. Come on back up to warrior two. Left elbow goes down to left knee, right arm goes up and over the ear. Again, watch that you're not super duper leaning, using your weight, but you're using this whole core around to keep you up. Come on back up to warrior two. Feel it. Hands on your hips. And step the right foot next to the left, coming up to the front of your mat. In Tadasana. Okay. Are you ready? Okay. You can have a wall nearby for this. You can do modifications, whatever you want to do. Okay. Whatever works for you. Okay. So coming into dancer, and I don't know which side is. So starting, coming up on your toes, back on your heels. Get nice and grounded. Okay, bend your knees just like we kind of did in chair so you can really gauge everything, okay? We're going to right foot. Now the right foot might just come off the ground like this. You might have touch the toes and up. That's a good place to be. That's a really, if you feel right. If you need a wall or something, that's cool too. If you want to, you can take that right hand around and grab the foot. Stare at something on the floor that's not moving. So we're doing a nice quad stretch. And remember, you're pressing the foot into the hand, not the other way around. Trying to keep the knee a little bit closer to the other knee. And then if you want to, you can bend forward a little bit. Okay. Maybe bring the left hand out a little bit. Come around to the side to show you. Bending. Come up and out of it if you need to. And a nice dancer. And you're using that left leg to really keep you up. Keep breathing. And then slowly come out of it. Maybe you want to bring that right knee up. Kick it. Kick. And then come on back down. And pause. Really opening ourselves up today. What a wonderful thing. Okay. Other side. I'll demonstrate on this side. And remember, you can always get a wall. Okay. Come up on your toes, back on your heels. Feel that sticky mat. Bend your knees a little bit. You can lift the left leg up and down. If this is the balance that you're doing today, good for you. Okay. Some of you may be ready to reach around and grab the foot. Good for you. Maybe you want to lean a little forward. Okay, feeling that excellent stretch. And if you fall out of it, come into it again. Hold yourself up there. And then slowly, slowly, slowly come out of it. Maybe lift the left leg up. Come on back down. How'd you do? Don't your thighs feel a little better? Yes, every kind of opening. Okay, come on up to the front of your mat. Actually, we're not done. Take that left foot, bring it out. Wide stance. Okay, wide, wide, wide stance. Okay. Inhale your arms up and then fold forward. So maybe come halfway down into a nice flat back and then come all the way down. Just kind of opening everything else up, going forward, releasing everything down. If you want to, walk your hands over to the left. This is my right hand is grabbing my left ankle and left arm goes up to the sky. Nice twist. Watch that left shoulder doesn't come all the way up by your ear. You want to reach it open. And then bring your hand back down. Walk it over to the other side slowly. So left hand grabs the right ankle, right arm up. Woo-hoo. Excellent. Looking up maybe at that right hand if you can. Come on back down, forward fold. Maybe heel toe your feet in a little bit more. It might be easier to get back up. Bend your knees slightly, hands on your hips. Inhale halfway up and then come all the way up. Heel toe, heel toe. Come on up to the front of your mat. Inhale your arms up and then exhale, fly down. Okay, we're coming down into child's pose, but instead of just doing it, think about how you get down, okay? That same way that you always come down if your right hand's dominant, do you bring your right hand down? See if you can bring your left hand down. And then maybe bring that opposite dominant knee down. It's interesting. You may come off a little balance. We train ourselves to do things habitually. Okay, sitting back into child's pose. Woo, taking a break. Maybe getting a drink of water. Checking in with ourselves. Congratulating ourselves for doing dancer. Okay. And then come on up and let's lower ourselves all the way down to our bellies. Nice and slow, nice and slow, nice and slow. Okay. Hands, I should say the tops of the palms, tops of the hands, down by your sides. And keeping everything down, your upper body down. Let's just do our lower body. So lift the left leg up. It doesn't go that high. Feel that whole engagement of the glute. And then bring it down. And then bring the right leg up. Yep. And come on back down. And then bring the left leg up and hold it there for a moment. And come on back down. And bring the right leg up. And come on back down. And then just do a round yourself. The one thing that I've heard physical therapists say is that the one part of your body that you definitely want to keep strong is your glutes. And that's why I'm throwing this in, because this is a really good awakener of your glutes. Okay, let's come up into a nice locust. So if you want to, you can lift your chest up, lift your arms up, and lift your legs up. We're doing a nice big opening again, right? Just like we did with dancer. Nice big inhale. And exhale. Okay, you can stack your palms, rest your one cheek down, bend your knees. You can windshield wiper. Remember, it's a nice light rain. We're not in a downpour here. We're doing it nice and slow. Okay. So in keeping with the theme of opening up the old quads, bend the left leg, reach around and grab it. Now, if this is not in your practice and it wasn't earlier, maybe grab a towel or a strap or whatever to wrap it around so that you can feel this nice stretch in the quadricep. Some of you may want to be doing both, and that's okay. And so those that had the left side, switch it. So bring the left leg down, bend the right leg, and reach around with your right hand. Again, others may be in the full bow pose. And then slowly come on back down. And let's very slowly come on back into child's pose. Stretching everything out. Come on up to a seated position. Nice and slowly. Bring your legs out in front. Okay, and sitting up tall. So bringing your fingertips behind you so that you lengthen your spine, reaching your arms up. Exhale, fold forward, and just let go. You don't have to grab your feet. You can have your knees really bent. Some of you may actually be able to get your hands all the way around the bottoms of your feet. Just do whatever works for you, just to fold forward. We've been doing a lot of openings. Now we're just kind of coming more into ourselves and stretching that back body. Slowly come on all the way up. Take the right foot, cross it over the left knee. Left arm hugs the right knee. Right arm goes up and around, doing a nice twist. And then come on back to center. Lengthen that right leg. Left foot comes up, crosses over the right knee. Sit yourself back up. Then take the right arm around the left knee. Left arm goes up and around. Twisting around to the other way, keeping everything balanced. And then come on back to center. Bring the soles of your feet together. Oh, yeah, and you can butterfly if you want, just loosening up those inner thighs. You can fold forward if you want to, or not. Your knees may be way off the ground. That's just the way you are today. You can put blocks under your knees to help support you if you want to, because I know you're practicing this on your own, right? All right, and then come on back up. Okay. Soles of the feet to the floor. Grab behind your legs. This is the only time I'll ever tell you to round your back. One vertebrae at a time to lower, 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 lower. All right, are you halfway there now? Are you feeling this whole area helping you come all the way down and down? All right. On the back of our legs. Okay. So let's cross the right leg over the top of the left knee. If you want to start, take your right hand and just gently push away the right thigh. And you could stay here. This is a great stretch here. Or lift the left leg up. Take the right hand through your legs and open up that right hip. And feeling an excellent stretch all throughout those glutes, the hip. We worked the dancer, right? We were compressing back then, but that's all right. Now we're opening it up. And then slowly bring that foot back down. Uncross your legs. Pause for a minute. Okay, left leg crosses over on top of the right knee. You can gently press away the thigh. I feel that so much in my hip flexors. If you want to go deeper, thread the needle. Feeling a nice opening. It's always interesting to know if one side has a little bit more tension than the other. Did you sleep wrong or sleep on it? Not wrong. How can you sleep wrong? If you're sleeping, you're doing it right. It just might have gotten a little tense over the night, or just good information. And then bring that right foot down and cross your legs. Okay, soles of the feet to the earth, okay? If you can, get the soles of the heels towards the top of your fingers. That's not necessary. It's just a cue I heard, okay? Grab the side of your mat, press your feet down, lift your pelvis up, coming into bridge, okay? You can, one of the best cues I've learned recently is kind of like moving your heels towards your neck, moving it towards your head. It's a great cue. It helps you open up a little bit more. Some of you may be able to clasp your hands underneath your sit bones. If you want to do that, go for it. It's not in your practice today. That's all right too. And when you're ready, slowly lower yourself all the way back down. Okay, hug your knees into your chest and just gently rock side to side, folding in. Okay, lengthen your legs out. Bring your right knee into your chest, but kind of angle it towards your armpit a little bit. And then take that right knee, cross it over your body, keeping your shoulders on the ground. You don't have to get that right foot to the ground. It's just, again, it's going where it feels right. You know, everybody knows that their own personal feeling. I can't tell you what's going on in your IT band, just like you can't tell what's going on in mine. So do what's right for you. And then come on back up. Lengthen the leg, okay? Other knee comes in, goes towards the armpit. Hold it there for a moment, just getting a good stretch. And then cross the left knee over. Again, it doesn't matter how far it goes. It's just feeling it all along that whole side, left side. And then come on back up. Lengthen your legs. Let your feet fall out. Let your arms come down by your sides. Palms facing up. Close your eyes and connect with all that goodness, okay? It seems to be, at least for me, and I think you can share this, is when you come down on your back, your body automatically kind of goes, all right, I'm going into sleep mode, or I'm going into relaxation mode. So hold on to that. Hold on to that relaxed feeling that your brain and your body initiates when you lay down. This is a good habit. And then when you're down there, instead of letting the day ahead of you or other thoughts going through your mind flood your brain, see if you can focus on the breath, on whatever that specific feeling is that is relaxing. You can certainly stay here all day. The one thing I always feel is I feel my cheeks kind of melting towards the floor. That's one of my cues for relaxing. But anyway, you can stay here all day and just notice all the different parts of your body, just letting go. Or you can start moving your fingers, toes, bring in movement. You can roll your wrist around or roll your ankles around. And when you're ready, come on over to your side, right side. Hang out there for a minute. Gather that wonderful feeling, that relaxation feeling. Come on up into a seated position, just like we started. Take a nice big inhale and exhale. Maybe bring your palms to your chest and inhale compassion to yourself. And really mean it. And exhale compassion to the world, because it really needs it. So thanks for joining. Namaste. Have a great day.